Hey RabidApe, thank you for that video. It really gave me a big chuckle. That was really good. So please forgive me if I'm going to just take you a little bit more seriously than you intended, right? Because from the way you presented your video, it sounded like you thought you were taking the piss, right? Where in actual fact you made quite a valid logical argument there, except you sort of misrepresented it a little bit. Okay, so let's look at the argument again. You said an existing unicorn exists, and you presented that as a stronger argument than a unicorn exists. And then you looked at the opposite statement. What you said was the opposite statement, said an existing unicorn does not exist, which is obviously absurd. Therefore the first, yeah, you know, you did it there. So anyway, let's look at the original statement again, and let's just present that statement formally. Now you can't just say an existing unicorn exists. If you want to present this properly in mathematical notation, you would have to say something like, for all x, where x is an element in the set of existing unicorns, x exists is a proposition. And if you present it like that, then you understand why the opposite of that statement has to be false, because the opposite of a for all statement is a statement that states an exception to the rule. There is at least one existing unicorn that does not exist. And that of course is bullshit. And because that's bullshit, the converse statement has to be true. So yes, it is true. An existing unicorn does exist. But let's again look at what it formally means. It says, for all x, where x is an element in the set of existing unicorns, x exists. And that's where the rub lies, right? You look at a set of existing unicorns. Let's for a moment assume that that set is empty. It is the empty set. Now look at your statement again, and look at the opposite statement again. There is at least one element in the set of existing unicorns. Hold it right there. There is not at least a set. There is not at least one element there. It's the empty set. There are no elements in it. So your opposite falls down at the first hurdle. There is at least one exception hurdle. And therefore, for that reason only, the for all statement has to be true, but it is only true because the set is the empty set. It is a fairly well-known logical tautology that for any statement about an element x, if that statement is made over elements in the empty set, then that statement is by definition true. So yes, all existing unicorns exist, even if there are none. Interestingly though, because it's the empty set, that also proves that all existing unicorns don't exist.